This is a 1970 Corvette Stingray Big Block 454, stashed under a tree in a barn. You probably know what that means already, but in case you don't, I've got you covered. Back in the day, this Chevy was one of the sleekest things on the planet, with a powerful V8 engine that generates over 300 horsepower and the kind of curves that made traffic stop. But then, in 2004, everything changed. It got dumped in a barn and abandoned until a concerned restorer from Mad Detail showed up. And today, we'll get a front row seat to see how his daring experiment to breathe new life into this 55-year-old legend turned out. Restoring a car that had been abandoned for so long was always going to present some unique challenges, and this was no exception. Right off the bat, this thing looked like it had been sleeping in a sandstorm. It was drenched in dust and missing a few letters on the rear Corvette badge. The car was literally trying to forget its own name. But that's a minor problem compared to what this bold restorer had to deal with elsewhere. Worst of all, the interior looks like a deserted garden with torn seats, decayed carpets, rodent nests, and an actual lawn growing inside of it. To make this Chevy drivable again, the restorer first needs to give it a good bath, replace many parts, and restore a few others from ground up, all while minimizing cost and maintaining the car's originality. But can he pull it off? Well, we are about to find out. Once the degreaser did its thing, melting off decades of grime and dust like a magic potion, it was time to give this Chevy its first wash in who knows how long. But this wasn't just a wash, it was a full-on cleansing session. In just one rinse, this 70s Corvette went from a rusty and abandoned relic to a roadworthy car, at least in terms of its appearance. But this restore isn't done yet. Satisfied that the grime gods had been defeated for now, the restorer rolled up his sleeves for the next challenge. First, he pulled out both chairs, which were riddled with rust and moth holes. But what he found underneath them was even worse. A swampy mess of carpet and floorboard insulation, completely soaked and falling apart after years of rodent activity. Obviously, there was no way to salvage them. So the restorer knew he had to find new replacements. But first, he needed to clear out the chunks of torn carpet and dirt clumps that had taken over the interior. What started as a deep cleaning session of the interior spiraled into a problem discovery. Under each layer of grime came a new problem, and before the restorer knew it, he was knee-deep in issues. The passenger door was jammed shut, and the driver door wouldn't close. A pretty unique problem that thrust the restorer straight into the next phase of the project. Then he moved on to the seats, taking them through an intense washing, steaming, and painting session. Up next were the door panels. They essentially got the same treatment as the seats. And finally, it was time to roll out the brand new carpet. Everything the restorer did in the interior was so satisfying to watch. I mean, before now, the whole place was so messed up, even a plastic picnic mat would have felt like a massive upgrade. But this perfectionist restorer wanted more, so he grabbed a trim shine and went full spray mode, hitting every plastic and vinyl surface in sight. With the interior now transformed, the restorer turned his sight back to the exterior. First, he polished a small section of the body panel just to get an idea of how a full-scale bodywork would pan out. And it was quite encouraging. But as he zoomed closer, he discovered that the infestation of algae he scrubbed off earlier had left behind tiny, sneaky imprints all over the paint. That's definitely not the type of news any restorer wants to hear, especially this critical phase of the restoration. But this guy wasn't giving up. That round of polishing magic did bring some much-needed improvement. The paint had more life, the panels had a little more pop, but those little paint bubbles were still obvious, and overall the results just didn't meet the high expectations of the restorer. So what did he do? He grabbed his tools and went in for another round of relentless polishing. This time, he extended his magical arms all the way to the rear. For all the good stuff the restorer had done on the body panel so far, the blotches of missing paint on the hood and other parts of the car still needed to be addressed. But before he gets down to business, let's go down memory lane to explore the history of this car. The 1970 Corvette Stingray Big Block 454 is a member of the famous C3 generation, introduced back in 1968. But its arrival sparked a new wave of excitement among customers because it offered powerful engine options and exciting updates that its predecessors lacked. On top of that, it was distinctively styled to lure attention everywhere it went. And it continues to do just that even to this day, which makes it even more difficult to understand why anyone would abandon such an icon in a barn. Anyway, it is what it is. But over at the Mad Details garage, the restorer was still contemplating how to repair the blemish on the hood and other parts of the car. Now, there are a few ways he could go about it. He could drag the car to a paint shop and get the whole thing sprayed from top to bottom. But that would cost a fortune and also take away some of the car's originality. So after assessing both options carefully, he got an airbrush and carefully covered the blotches with Daytona yellow paint. Unfortunately, we only got to see snippets of the process, but the outcome was mind-blowing. The exterior was particularly impressive. Only a few moments ago, this 1970 Corvette Stingray was nothing more than a piece of scrap overrun by rodents, grass, and dirt. But now it's a completely different machine, with sparkling body panels and super clean trims. It was by no means perfect, but those slight bumps and bruises adds character to the stance of the car. And the same can be said about the engine, which wasn't overhauled, but it got just about enough attention to become revitalized. The interior obviously got more attention, and you can tell especially by the way every component was polished and revamped. But then, the one thing that could either ruin this restoration or drive it closer to the finish line is the engine. Because in the end, that's what differentiates a drivable car from a non-runner. So what is it going to be? Will this engine roar to life, or will it fail to start altogether? Well, there's only one way to find out. That is absolutely fantastic. It's exactly what you get when determination meets hard work. And it's all thanks to this brilliant and resilient restorer who burned the night candles to ensure that this gem was reborn. What do you love most about the restoration? Let me know in the comments section, and don't forget to explore the channel for other interesting restoration videos like this one.